Hi, today this is a video of two oil burners that I have that are on my shelf of parts and gizmos and gadgets. I've gotten these oil burners over the years from friends that just give them to me because I like to tinker with that stuff and also take parts that people don't bother with taking off that are still good, like motors, transformers, pumps, gauges, nozzles, anything. And they just give them to me. And, you know, I just like doing that, so I just wanted to show you a video of the stuff that I have, of the cool things that I've collected over the years. So here we go. Thanks. Okay, this is one of the shelves. This is a pump that I have that came from from the furnace, or not furnace, but boiler that is in my house right now. Actually, my mom and dad's house. And this one it still works as a pump, but I think there's something wrong with the solenoid in it, because it fires up and the solenoid opens and closes, but the seal, I think, doesn't sit properly, and once in a while, it used to, when it was hooked up, it used to fire up, and then when it shut down, it would billow out a whole bunch of white smoke out of the chimney, and then it would shut down. And the technician said that it probably was the solenoid not closing properly, and unburned fuel would be sprayed into the hot firing chamber as the burner shut down. And then this is a burner that I asked for it from a local technician. I mean, I asked him if he had any old burners, and he said, "Oh, I'll check and see." And he never really told me that he dropped this off, and I was snow blowing my driveway, and I ended up almost hitting this thing. It was stuck in a snowbank, and the funny thing is I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, what in the world is this? So I got off my snowblower, and I looked at it, and it was an oil burner, and he left it in the snowbank without even telling me. So it was like really dumb of him, but at least I got it, and I got it up and running, and I found out that I think that the motor has a problem. That's why he gave it to me. But it seems to turn on and run, but once in a while you'll flick on the switch to power it up, and the reset button pops out, and you have to let the thing cool down and then reset again, or whatever, how it works like that. And I don't know what it came from, but it has a primary on it that does not have the TT terminals on it. So you can't power it from a thermostat. You have to power it directly from the line voltage. So you probably could put a line voltage thermostat on it so it would just cut the power when it reaches a certain temperature. Came with a pump and everything on it. I mean, pretty much all it's good, and it is model AFG series oil burner, made by Beckett, made in the USA. Let's see, it says 0.50 to 3 gallons an hour, so it can range from 0.50 all the way up to 3 gallons an hour of fuel. Different nozzles, uses 120 volts, 60 hertz, 5.8 amps, and it says the firing range. Okay, I don't know why it's different than the numbers over here, but over here it says the firing range is 0.50 or all the way up to 1.10, so that's totally different than the number over here. So depends on, I guess, maybe the components inside it. So if you have any info on that, that would be cool. I would love to know that. I'm always into get different information on things, learning that way. Nozzle, 0.85 by 80 degree A, Devlin HLW. I'm not sure what that is. I can look it up online, but you guys can help me out and send me info on it. Pump pressure set at 140 psi. Then it says right below all this, it says for V73. I'm not sure what V73 means, but it says use 140 psi only. 0.85 by 80A nozzle for 1.05 gallons per hour. If you guys could tell me what that means, that'd be great, because right now I have installed in it, and I've never touched the pump pressure, but it has in it for a nozzle, it has a 0.575 mobile home nozzle in it, and and it has a really good flame retention head and everything in it. But I put the mobile home nozzles in all my burners that I get because I want them to use as little fuel as I can, because any project that I put them in, no matter what it is, I just want it to use really low amount of fuel and still put out a good amount of heat, and I've found that those nozzles work really well. Then there is this really old Red Baron Taco circulator pump motor with a spring. I'm not sure what that's called. But it is I think it's like a 1/12 horsepower. And it says something about like the maximum amperage it can pull is like 2.9 or something, and I found out that funny thing is it pulls lower than 2.9 amps, but then I realized that it's pulling lower because it's not under a load, but probably the reason why they got rid of it is because it has bad windings in or something, and it doesn't like loads. But I found that it will run one of these oil pumps really good, actually, at no problem. So maybe what I'll do is I'll run it off of that, because they run really good and they don't overheat. They seem to be running great. I've gotten a ball valve with flare fittings. I've gotten some parts from a steam boiler that I don't think I'm going to ever use. Probably just scrap them for scrap metal, cast iron. Then in all this junk right here, there's another oil burner back there. It's missing the primary box, and it has a new modernized Carlin ignition transformer. I think it's like 14,000 volts or something, and it's electronic style, not the iron core. I love the iron core transformers. They seem to be more robust. They don't burn out as easy. This one works, but the motor is 3450 RPMs, and it's capacitor start. And still, I put the same nozzle in it as I did with the other burner. It needs to be cleaned up because it came from a really, really dirty, it's really actually a neglected steam boiler that was in someone's basement, and he stopped using it, so he put in new natural gas on-demand hot water heater. So I got some copper valves and stuff like that, and bags of little fittings, and yeah, pretty much that's all for the oil burners over there. And I think, yeah, this one and those are pretty much all. Yeah. I do have a box of nozzles somewhere. I can't find them, but really, you know what they are. So please rate and comment, and if you have any questions or if you have any info on any of this stuff, please let me know. I would always love to learn. Thanks.